right, Brad, you got some photos to show us?
Yeah, we had a busy weekend. My backyard kind of turned into a little bit of
Whoa,
a
assembly
mess
line.
here. Yeah, we had 3 trucks that we got together. Our first 2 went up to Operation Airdrop, and then we ended up going right to the warehouse. And then we had a 3rd truck which had specific supplies, cleaning supplies from Lowe's, also other donations we took directly over to Lake Lure yesterday. So we took my son, a couple other dads, and a lot of support from South Charlotte, and we took that over there to some of the area churches, which are actually doing a lot of good over there. Lake Lure Baptist was one of the churches we took to. And one of the interesting things, and I know you witnessed this as well, is how the needs change, like literally hour by hour.
Hourly, yeah.
And so the stuff we were getting a couple days ago, even this morning, is changed because you get there. One of the biggest things I noticed is the cleaning supplies. They're trying to clean mud.
Yeah.
So think about stuff that they call it demudding or demucking these houses, which means got to have those Tyvek suits, respirators, all that stuff. So as we get in the colder season now, I think sleeping bags and sweatshirts and socks and heating sources are going to become a big part of it. So we've got that QR code on the screen if you want to get involved and impacted. And honestly, money's going to become probably the most important thing, because those organizations are on the ground now, and if you give them cash, they can get the immediate
They can get what they need.
Yeah, right now, instead of trying to deal with all this inventory, which honestly is hard to store. I tell you, that's what we saw over there as well. Got so much stuff, there's nowhere to put it in some cases. Beautiful view from Charlotte Motor Speedway right now. A week from today, we'll have the Roval going on. Should be a great weekend next weekend as dry weather's in place. Tonight, it is starting to get cooler. The nights are getting longer. The days are shorter. So even when a warm day, it gets kind of chilly at night. And just think about the folks in the mountains that don't have proper shelter or heating sources right now. Those are the kind of needs that are really going to start developing. If you want to think about other needs, at church today, we're talking about this. What are you going to need on November 1st, December 1st, January 1st, because that's kind of the needs we got to start thinking about here in the next couple of weeks. In the Gulf of Mexico, we do have Hurricane Milton down there. This is rapidly intensifying. In fact, look at the intensity forecast. Not what we want to see again here. This storm could get close to borderline Category 5. We hope it weakens before landfall, but that's going to push a lot of water towards the west coast of Florida. So the storm surge impacts will be dramatic. We're going to see huge wind impacts for central Florida. Rainfall probably not as much because of the speed, but still there. And then certainly tornado impacts. So all of those impacts pretty much the entire state, and we're starting to see mandatory evacuations for huge areas of Florida. But up here, thankfully, we're on the drier side of this system, so we're not going to see any impacts at all, maybe just high surf at the coast. The reason we'll be saved from this storm completely, another fall cold front coming down here, the same thing that's going to cool us off, will block this system from getting up here. So this will stay over Florida. We might see some high clouds and breezy conditions, but this dip in the jet stream is our savior here, helping to keep this storm off to the south. But bad news for Florida. That front also going to bring in some of the coolest air of the season so far. Overnight lows in the 40s, maybe even some isolated 30s in the Piedmont. Certainly going to see that in the mountains over the next 7 days. So we're starting to see the cool air start to filter in, which is more typical for October. You see, tomorrow will be another warm one. We'll be in the 80s, but after the front moves through, tomorrow night, we're going to see temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Cooler air moves in by Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures only in the 60s in the mountains for highs. And Wednesday morning will be one of the cooler mornings we've seen in a while. And it gets cooler than that by the time we get into the middle of the week. The average highs are going to be dipping down into the 70s. We're also going to see drier air. It's been warm, but it's also been really muggy here lately. We're going to see that dry air start to filter in, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, into Thursday, as we start to see that dry air. And as I mentioned before, good news here, no rain in the forecast for the next 7 days. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, that's more like it for October. Temperatures in the 70s for highs, morning lows in the 40s and 50s, and lots of sunshine.
Okay, Brad, thank you so much.